Hey everyone, and welcome back to ICC What to Watch, the show where we break down the European football matches you absolutely cannot miss on this weekend's schedule. I'm your host, Chris Murch. Football really is the gift that keeps on giving. After midweek fixtures that saw the opening of Champions League and Europa League with some crazy results, we were treated to some awesome club football this past weekend with controversy abounding, tons of table movement, and stars showing up, or maybe not showing up. But holy smokes, if you thought last weekend was great, just wait until this weekend as we have maybe the most anticipated weekend of club football so far this season. Let's take a look at the top 3 matches you absolutely cannot miss on this weekend's European club football schedule. First up, we have a Premier League table shaker in Chelsea versus Manchester City, 2 of the best clubs in the entire world right now, and a rematch of last season's Champions League final. We will see who is really the real deal in the EPL this season with this matchup here. Currently, Chelsea are on a tear, unbeaten in all competitions and top of the Premier League table. Meanwhile, Man City have already lost a game to Spurs and last weekend drew to Southampton 0-0 in a game that showed why they wanted the likes of Harry Kane this summer. On one side, you have a dominant defense in Chelsea who now, with Romelu Lukaku in tow, have a lethal goal scorer at the top. They have looked the part of potential Premier League winners so far this season. Now, Manchester City, they still have all the talent in the world to be the toast of the Premier League and win multiple trophies this season. However, without a true number 9 up top, is this the year we see the Premier League trophy slip from their grasps and potentially see a new champion? All we know is that Saturday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern on NBCSN, this has the potential to be one of the best club football games we see all season. Next, let's head to Italy, where Inter take on Atalanta in a match that could showcase who's real and who's a pretender in the league. Atalanta have struggled to start the season, if we're being honest, losing to Fiorentina, tying Bologna, and drawing to Villarreal in Champions League. Before the season, some were pegging them as potential Scudetto holders in 2021-22, but so far haven't lived up to the part. Again, with Atalanta, it's all about if their defense shows up on any given night. We know they can score goals, but conceding has always been the thorn in Gianpiero Gasperini's sides. Against Inter, who after winning the Scudetto last season, lost some key members of their squad like Romelu Lukaku and Achraf Hakimi, and manager Antonio Conte, yet see themselves still performing well this season, they will be hungry for goals and to prove that they are ready to defend their Serie A title. 12 p.m. Eastern on Paramount Plus, you won't want to miss this one. Next, we have one of the most heated rivalries in all of sports, the North London derby between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. What a roller coaster season it has been so far for these 2 illustrious sides. Arsenal lost their first 3 Premier League matches by a combined score of 9-0, with many calling for managerial and personnel changes. Well, now they've won 2 games in a row and have a lot of key pieces back in Gabriel, Ben White, and Thomas Partey back who were injured or sick, and added the likes of Aaron Ramsdale, Takehiro Tomiyasu, and Albert Sambi Lakanga, who have all impressed so far. Are Arsenal turning the corner and could potentially see themselves back near the top 4? Meanwhile, on the other side, you have Spurs, who were top of the table after match day 3 with 3 wins in a row, including 1 against Manchester City, only to see themselves lose their last 2 matches by a combined score of 6-0 to Crystal Palace and to Chelsea. Harry Kane has yet to score in the Premier League this season. Their defense looks a bit leaky, and all of a sudden, after a torrid start, Spurs could be in for some trouble. This game has so much riding on it for both clubs, with job futures potentially at stake and more. 11:30 a.m. Eastern on NBCSN. Be sure to check it out. Thanks for joining, everyone. Be sure to check out internationalchampionscup.com for European football news and our other original programming such as The Fixture with Meg Linehan and ICC Confidential with Fabrizio Romano. Also, go ahead and follow us at International Champions Cup on Instagram and Facebook and at INT Champions Cup on Twitter. We'll see you next week.